IGN's Rewind Theater brought to you by Destiny, coming spring 2014. Pre-order now for exclusive access to the beta.
Hello everyone, my name is Scott Lowe, this is Mitch Dyer.
Hi!
And we are checking out the new Squads mode trailer for Call of Duty Ghosts.
Ghosts!
So if you're unfamiliar, Squads is the new kind of semi-co-op, semi-adversarial, even single-player or multiplayer experience that they're developing for Ghosts. It basically allows you to create an AI squad to, so you can battle against each other and kind of rank up that way, and it's kind of like this AI experience. So let's go ahead and back things up so we can scrub through this a little bit. All right. So obviously within the menu here, you basically create a number of custom soldiers that can have different loadouts and styles of play, so like snipers versus running gunners.
Yeah, you build kind of a small army of people for you to jump between in multiplayer matches. Like in the competitive side, you'd be like, oh, instead of picking my dumb sniper loadout, I have a person who is a sniper.
Yeah, so you can name these characters, and they each have their own unique personality based on the weapons and loadout you give them. So it's kind of interesting. So when you jump into Squads, there are a number of modes that you can actually get into, which we're looking at here. So Squad Assault is basically, either you're playing with your friends or against your friends with their AI squad. So it's kind of like a TDM. And your squad, it's always like a friend's squad on the opposing team. So like,
so it'll be you and me as opposed to me and some random dude.
Yeah, or you can play against randoms, but it's up to up to 6 players in a single game. So you can have 6 human players, that is, in addition to the AI support. And then you got Squad v Squad, which is purely one person with their squad and the other person with their squad, and it's kind of just like a traditional TDM. Safeguard is basically Horde mode, which is interesting.
It's survival. You fight waves until you die.
And then Extended and Infinite just basically change the way, the number of resources you have, or how many waves of hordes you have to reach. So yeah, we could start things off with War Game, which I think is coming up here.
That's here, yeah. They're describing the War Game here.
Yeah. So War Game's kind of interesting. Mitch, can you break it down?
I'm actually not intimately familiar with War Game, if I'm being honest. But to my knowledge, is this the mode where you have 6 guys in your squad and you're fighting against AI who behave kind of like people?
Yeah.
The idea is that if you have a guy with an SMG, he'll behave like a guy with an SMG. Which means he's going to close gaps. He's going to be mid-range. He's not going to stand on a building and try to snipe somebody with an MP5.
Yeah, it's a little more freeform in that it can be multiple players, it can be just you, and it's a little more kind of focused on just random TDM.
Yeah, the idea is to let you play against AI that feels like you're playing in a multiplayer match. Yeah. All the while, Scott is leveling up his characters and getting XP.
Well, and that's kind of the cool thing. Across all of these modes, you can continually get consistent, unified XP.
You get XP when you're not playing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when another player, plays against your squad and match makes against your style of players, depending on how your team does, that will actually influence your XP.
Yeah.
And obviously this is all an offline mode potentially if you just want to play kind of just play with your squad by yourself. So that's really, really cool. I'm all about the unified XP systems in these next gen shooters.
Yup.
So ahead and scrub ahead. I mean, you get the same kind of perks and resources that you do in multiplayer, the same unlocks.
Yep. Customization options, obviously, so you can have your specific characters.
Each character has their own unique look, just like your own individual multiplayer character, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
So each team that you build can have its own unique look and feel. So you can have a stealth team that's all decked out in black.
That'll be me. Just everyone with silenced sniper rifles. Everyone.
Although I'm actually really excited to see how the kind of the horde mode works out, because if you look at it here, this is pretty chaotic.
Yeah, that's a lot of dudes, right? There's a guy there defending his teammates with a big shield, guys with big heavy machine guns.
Yeah. Well, and I just love this new scope that they're developing for snipers. Let me see if I can
thermal
to it. Yeah, no, this one where you have the kind of situational awareness, where you can see around it. Yeah. The sniper rifles in Ghosts look pretty incredible.
It's funny. I didn't really think that it mattered that much to me until I played the Battlefield 4 beta, and I was like, wait, where'd it go? Why is it all black on the rim?
Why can't I see anything? That's super handy. Of course, you get obscured a little bit with blurring, but yeah. And here they're talking about how each player will play differently based on the loadout you give them.
Yes.
And as you can see, you have the same perk system, so you can have your player have certain perks to make them faster, or engage in the same way that you would in traditional multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it all shakes out. I want to try and build specific AI, or what I feel like would become specific AI behaviors based on the classes, and just see how they react.
Yeah.
It's funny though, right? Because you probably won't see that on account of you aren't playing against your people.
Yeah. I mean, so it's interesting. I mean, I'm really excited about squads. I think there's a lot more to see and play because no one's actually played it had a chance to play it yet. And, obviously we'll learn more as time goes on.
Heck yeah, man.
Until then, stay tuned to where?
IGN.